Okay, good day everyone. So let's continue with the discussion, no? But this time it is going to we're going to tackle the week 14. So for the week 14 is the international instruments for the efficient shipping transport. So FAL 1965, LLMC 1976, and the Marine Insurance Liability and Protest. So for our topic for the week 14, I'll be discussing how various international instruments contribute to the realization of a efficient shipping transport system. So these conventions and codes set the global standards to ensure safety, smooth operations, and fairness in maritime activities. So for our objectives by the end of this presentation, you'll be understand the purpose of each international instrument and how they apply to the shipping operations and how they collectively make maritime transport efficient and reliable. So first, we have the FAL. Ano nga ba yung FAL, no? So FAL, it is amended in 1965, the Convention on Facilitation of International Maritime Traffic. So the overview of this 1965, the FAL Convention adopted in 1965 focuses on simplifying and reduces formalities. So it reduces the formalities of work, the paperwork, and procedures in international maritime transport. So it ensures or the ships can enter and leave ports with minimal delay. Kasi 'di ba, we are in a modern world with the purpose of this FAL, no. Nowadays we're trying to minimize the delay kasi minsan doon nagkakaroon ng delay sa transport ng goods because natatagalan umalis yung isang vessel sa port, no. So with the use of FAL, no, the ships can enter and leave the ports with minimal delay. And the main objectives of the FAL is to facilitate the international maritime traffic by harmonizing documents and simplifying procedures between the ships, ports, and authorities. Meaning, nagseset na sila ng standards between the port facilities all over the world. No? Kung ano yung mga minimum procedures na dapat gawin and ano yung need to inspect and need to present ng vessel. So with that, alam na nila kung ano yung mga key areas na dapat hanapin on board and kung ano yung dapat i-present ng vessel to the port. So, nagkakaroon na ng procedures and the ships, ports, and the authorities alam kung ano yung ipe-present at alam kung ano yung hahanapin. So, this standardized procedures is very important, no? Because the documents or the file introduces standardized forms for the clearance procedures such as yung crew list, no? The cargo manifest and the passenger declaration. With this standardization, no, it saves the time and avoids confusion between the ports of different countries. So the key principles of PAL is the simplification, avoids repetitive, no, yung paulit-ulit na tanong, paulit-ulit na prepare in terms of documentation and the standardization. So it uses uniform forms for globally and automation and promotes digital systems. No, kumbaga nagkakaroon na sila ng kung ano yung forms na or checklist na kailangang i-present ng isang vessel in different kinds of port. And that checklist is uniform, no? So, kaya ngayon magtataka yung isang vessel kung merong madadagdag or may mababawasan na hahanapin sa kanila. Kasi eto yung forms or eto yung standardized forms na hahanapin dapat. Pagdating sa documents, sabi ko nga kanina, no, it includes the cargo declaration, the crew list, passenger list, and it helps faster to accurate port processing and eliminates confusion from varied paperwork. So the digitalization of PAL, no, with the electronic exchange of information, it promotes the modern amendments, encourage the use of the electronic data interchange or single window system. This digitalization speeds up the communication between the ships and the shore authorities. And also, it supports the single window system for the submission, 'no, yung hindi lahat ipagpapasahan sa isang, checker lang magpapasa pagdating sa mga documents. And what is the benefits of this to the shipping industry? So, it speed ups the trade operations and port turnaround and also cuts the operational costs, 'no? Siyempre mababawasan, tatanggalin ng tao, 'no, imbes na may magtatrabaho sa ganyang papel, magkakaroon na lang ng soft copy, 'no? Hindi na yung, manually che-checkin ng, isang personnel para i-verify yung papel. So, again, cost cutting and mabibilis yung improvement, 'no, kasi it is digital na and it also strengthens the international logistics. So, for this promoting, cooperation, 'no, this convention fosters the cooperation among the governments and also port authorities to ensure that the uniformity in implementation, which is key to the maintaining smooth global trade operation. So para naman sa FAL and the crew welfare, it reduces waiting time, ensuring crew rest and well-being, and also minimizes the stress from extended port delays and also improves the seafarer morale. No, for example of PAL application, no. For example, yung Singapore's e-clearance reduce ship delay by 50% and also it demonstrate the balance of security and efficiency of the documents. So, pagdating naman sa ating FAL and maritime security, no, it works with the ISPS code for secure and yet efficient ports, no. Also ensures safety without compromising time. Pagdating sa environmental benefits, shorter port stays, lower fuel use, 'no, kasi siyempre, the more na matagal ka sa port, the more na nagko-consume ka ng fuel, and the emissions also it supports the environmental sustainability. So to summarize of the FAL 1965, again, it promotes faster kasi nga siyempre it promotes the digitalization, safer kasi hindi na dumadaan sa iba't ibang tao yung papel, it can be directly through the system, and paperless again because you don't need to use the paperwork, hard copy. It is only a soft copy, and also paperless in maritime operation, and also improves the coordination among the maritime agencies kasi they can connect through the online. Then papasok diyan si LLMC. So ano nga ba si LLMC of 1976? The Convention of Limitation of Liability for Maritime Claims, or the LLMC of 1976, it allows the ship's owner to limit their financial liability based on the ship's tonnage. So it provides a fair and consistent way to handle maritime claims because it sets the maximum limits for the maritime claims and also protect the ship owners and sailors from the financial loss and encourages the investment confidence. But the main objective of this is the to balance the rights of the claimants and the financial stability of the ship owners. So hindi porket siya yung ship owners is he is a lot of money to spend with the shipping industry, no. But again, no, to balance the financial stability of the ship owners, it ensures the fair compensation while keeping the ship operations economically and sustainability, no. Again, because of the ship owners, siya yung naglalabas ng pera, siya yung nagsi-spend, and siya yung nagbibigay ng compensation, it balances, no? Kumbaga, meron ding karapatan pagdating kay ship owners. And the limitation of this liability is based upon the ship tonnage and not the full damages, and predictable legal outcomes and support the financial stability. Ano ba yung mga claims na mako-covered pagdating sa ating, limitation of liability? So, the death or injury of the passengers and crew, also the damage to cargo or other ships, and the economic losses from the incidents. Ayun yung mako-covered lang, 'no? Once nagkaroon ng death or injury, nagkaroon ng damage sa cargo from or to other ships, and nagkaroon ng economic loss from the incidents. Then the claims excluded, yung mga hindi kasali, but nagkaroon ng pollution or nuclear damage is excluded, hindi siya kasama sa claims, no? Hindi ka magkakaroon ng insurance, and it also avoids the overlap with the other conventions. So hindi po kasali yung gano'n. So pagdating naman sa claims, no, may maki-claims kayo but there's a limitation of fund. So the owners can deposit a fund to settle claims quickly. And also the owners can simplify the proceedings and speed up the settlements. Ayun po yung limitation of funds, and the claims covered, yung mako-cover lang, at yung mga hindi covered ng claims pagdating sa insurance. So pagdating diyan, meron tayong tinatawag na encouraging trade. So sa encouraging trade, it limits the financial exposure for ship owners. So parang siya yung nagbabawas ng mga puwedeng makita ni ship owners pagdating sa financial trade. Also, it attracts the investment and ensures the continuity, 'no, yung pagtuloy-tuloy ng isang investment ng product. So, again, to balance and fairness, the rights of ship owners and claimants dapat laging balansan and fair pagdating sa isang trading, no? And also it prevents the excessive compensation, no? Baka mamaya sobra yung compensation, they're always checking if it is legally fair and balanced between the two parties. And the amendments and modernization in 1996 and to 2012, no, the protocols raised the limits. So it reflects the modern shift values and inflations. Kasi kaya daw nagkaroon ng limitations kasi nagkakaroon ng modernization of the vessel and the inflation. Pag sinabing inflation, yung nagkakaroon ng ating pagtaas sa gastusin, 'no, sa certain country or to the different countries. For the contribution of the efficiency, no, so it reduces the court disputes and delay, and also supports the faster trade recovery. So to summarize, it ensures the stability and fairness in maritime claims. Also, it encourages the efficient global shipping. Then papasok naman diyan, since nabanggit na natin si limitations, papasok na diyan si marine insurance. Ano nga ba si marine insurance? Ano ba yung purpose niya? So si marine insurance is protects the loss or damage to ship cargo or freight, and it is the key to the financial risk management. So the purpose of this is to ensure that even after accident or disaster, maritime business can recover financially. Baka mamaya, 'di ba, nagkaroon ng pagsabog or any kind of accident, 'no? Paano hindi niyo ba naisip na paano makaka-recover ang isang vessel or paano makaka-recover ang isang ship owner pagdating sa gano'ng tragedy? So the maritime business can recover financially and continue their operations without major disruptions. No, baka mamaya malugi na, hindi na mag-operate, then foreclosure na yung shipping industry niya. So again, this marine insurance, uh, the main purpose of this is to uh, ensures the financial recovery after the accidents, and also provide security for the ship owners and the cargo owners and maintain the trade continuity. So, ayun naman yung purpose ng ating marine insurance, no? To ensures that the ship owners and the cargo owners is to have a support pagdating sa accidents or tragedy na mangyayari sa kanilang vessels. So we have the types of the marine insurance. We have the hull, cargo, freight, and P&I insurance also covers the ship, goods, income, and third-party liability. So there are different types of marine insurance: the hull insurance of the vessel, the cargo insurance of the goods, the P&I, the protection and indemnity insurance for the third-party liabilities as the injury or pollution. So, marine insurance and efficiency. So, it prevents the financial disruptions to operations and also build the trust among the trades and investors. Then, pagdating naman kay maritime liability, no, the liability refers to the legal responsibility of the ship owners or operators for the damages caused during the maritime operations, such as the collisions, the ano pa ba, yung spills or the cargo loss, 'no? Ayun yung tinatawag natin na liability diyan. Then, upon the maritime protest, the official declaration by the master after an incident, protest of ship owners from false claims. The ano ba yung, importance ng isang marine protest? So yung marine protest kasi, it is a formal declaration made by the master of the ship after an incident at sea, such as the bad weather or cargo damage. So it can protect the ship owner's legal rights. So kailan ba magfa-file ng isang, protest? So protest can usually filed after the incidents like heavy weather, grounding, or nagkaroon kayo ng collision. So they are served as the uh, official record that the master took a reasonable actions during the unforeseen event. So that is the protest. So pagdating naman sa connection between the insurance liability and protest. So the insurance cover the losses, the liability defines the fault, the protest provides the incident. Again, insurance, siya yung magko-cover ng nawala during the accident, then si liability, ayun yung pagkaka-describe mo kung bakit nagkaroon ng aksidente. Then si protest, ayun yung magiging ebidensya mo doon sa aksidente. So with that, the connection between the three, it ensures the justice and the operational continuity of the vessel. So napakahalaga siya pagdating sa mga ship owners. Kasi with that uh, accidents 'no, mako-cover niya yung nawala sa kanya, eh, at mapo-prove niya na tama pa rin yung nangyari doon sa aksidente na yun o na walang connection yung, minsan kasi nasasabi na, negligence of the captain 'no. So with that, kaya si captain, he must be proactive pagdating sa paglabas ng protest or the evidence for the accidents. Then overall, the impact of the efficiency, it reduces the legal risk and delay and also build confidence and smooth trade flow. So in conclusion, no, the FAL simplifies the information, the LLMC limits the risk, insurance protect the finances, and together they ensure the efficient and the sustainable of the shipping. So with that, the summary 'no, the streamline support operation, the LLMC protest, financial stability, and the marine insurance ensures the business continuity. So together, they sustain global efficiency. So tandaan niyo 'no, every vessel, operating internationally or seagoing 'no, today benefit from this convention. So whatever it is cargo clearance, insurance claims, or port inspection, these instruments makes maritime work smooth together. Again, no, international maritime instruments are the backbone of the efficient shipping. So they safeguard the people, the ships, and the cargo, ensuring that the global trade remains safe, secure, and efficient. So for the activity, no, magpo-post ako through the G-Class and kung meron kayong question, just raise your virtual hand or for the clarification para ma-discuss natin. And thank you for today, no? Thank you for listening.